G'day Nev, quick update on a few things I've been checking out for you. Okay, so what I have found is done some testing. This flusher can's no good, so I'll talk to you about that. A few of these connectors have been disconnected and not connected up on the fuse panel. I've connected them and traced some of them, worked out some of the pins that they should be where they should be. I've also dug out my trusty circuit breaker test light, so that I bridge that between power supply and the circuit. If it shorts out, that circuit breaker trips, the light comes on, gives me indication of that it's a grounded circuit or an overload. I've moved these breather hoses. That's got to come out to give me a bit more room. Chances are I'm probably going to take the brake booster out of the way just to give me a bit more room in here. Then I can make up the lines that need to go from here to here. Also, the wiper motor. I've got to find the harness for the wiper motor. I believe that may be in the box of bits and pieces. Done some investigation around here just to check, have a look, make sure there's nothing there that should be shorted out or could do some damage. The oil pressure switch is connected up now. The oil light works. The wiring under here, I need to investigate this. This is a little bit of a mess at the minute, but I'll see what I can do with that. Washer pump, these wires disappear inside the cabin, and I've traced them back through to the other side. Let's go inside. In here, and they're not connected to anything at the moment, so I'll work out what I need to do with them. I've moved the instrument cluster forward so I can get access to the wiring behind. Some of this wiring is a little bit of a mess. Your fuel gauge wasn't working, but is now. As you can see, there's a bad connection behind the cluster. The ignition light, that globe keeps falling out of the back of the cluster, so I need to fix that. Also, oil pressure warning light, that's there, that works now. I turn the key, you see it illuminates and goes out when I start. Under here, it's a bit of a mess under here. I need to work out what's going here. Also, we had, should be an earth connection for the horn. That was connected into a power supply, which may give us some issues in the future. I'm half expecting that our horn button may be damaged internally, but I'll check that out, see how we go with that. I've moved some of the insulation from around the dash to give me access. That'll have to be rectified when I get to that point. Blinker switch, that was loose on the column, so the screws weren't tight, so I've disconnected that. I've done some ground testing between those pins and earth, so it looks like we have a circuit out to all the globes. I need to recheck that with power. Next step, go to the back of the car. You mentioned about fuel smell, so I did a bit of look around and I found that we don't have any connector on our breather. That's the breather just there. So I've purchased some hose and a fuel filter to use as a baffle and a filter, so we can then vent that somewhere outside the car. That should resolve that issue. It smells quite bad on fuel at the moment in the boot. I've had it running a couple of times. You can see it's quite sooty on the ground. It's spitting out quite a lot of soot out of the pipe. It's probably running way too rich. I'll need to look at the float levels and see if I can rectify that for you. So far it's not disheartening. A little bit of work to do. I've also a couple of times when I've run it, it's emitting quite a lot of smoke from down here. So we discussed about the axle seal leak that's obviously soaked into the heat shrink, or the heat wrap, and that's burning off slowly. Got a Doing some work with the wiring. There's a wiring diagram there, instructions there. Just trying to get this thing to focus a bit better. So that's where we're up to. And I've taken a few bits and pieces, removed some parts off the car, stored them in here. Found the horns in the boot. I know what the problem is with the horns. The problem with the horns is that it's been wired incorrectly. We should be able to sort that. So, a couple of days, not going too bad. A bit of an update. Thanks, mate.